Hello Libras, welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot reader is naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. I do that by using this playing deck. The reason I do that is because when I started watching tarot reads on YouTube with some of the readers, by the end of the reading, you could be dealing with absolutely anyone in the universe. Yeah, I understand why they done that, because, well, you're all working with different people, you all have different people in your life, and the energies coming in can be all those different people. That's why I narrow it down to just the one, or in this particular case, 3, because we are dealing with a much older air sign. Okay, it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. I'm not following any sort of love cycle, work cycle, career cycle, or anything like that. So I just do general reads week in, week out. I do dip into these other different cycles from time to time, but I normally give you all at least a week's notice before I do that. So next week's one might resonate with you. Also, if this doesn't resonate with you and you get towards the end of it, and for some reason you're sticking with the video to see if it resonates later on and it doesn't, you're being used as a messenger by the universe. Share it. There is someone in your life who needs this read. Okay, all that being said, we are doing a read on the Lovers, which was the card what came out in the All Signs overview for you. Okay, with the Lovers, we have got Justice, which does not surprise me because Justice has been coming out nearly in every read, and the Four of Wands. I feel the reason the Justice is coming out in nearly every read is because we're at a critical point in the love soul cycle, twin flame runner stuff I try to avoid because there's so many other tarot readers on YouTube doing it. And it's just getting to that point where the people in those cycles are getting justice or justified for their actions or actions which have happened. Okay, I'm feeling in this case it's more of a balance, okay, for you and this air sign. With the Four of Wands, there is a commitment, or I'm feeling it could be just someone's happy and comfortable in their own surroundings, their own skin, their situation they are currently in. Okay, talking about situations we are currently in, just there will be the energy of the situation. Underneath that will be how this air sign feels about that situation, and at the bottom will be what the universe is hoping for an overall outcome. And I say hoping because although we got justice and everything, we all still have our own free will, and we can go against the universe's plans, and we quite often do. Okay, so let's crack on with the read. Okay, we have got an Ace of Pentacles as a connection. It's a new start. Okay, we have got the Sun. They feel happy about this connection off the bat. They feel secure about it. That this could be where the Four of Wands is tying in. They feel secure. They feel happy. They feel radiant. I'm going to say I'm drawn to all those. They're called medullary rays. There you go, little thing you have learned for today, if you didn't already know it. The rays will come off the sun when the sun's looking, or like going through a cloud, and you see all the little lines coming off the sun as it goes through a cloud. They're called medullary rays. Medullary basically means coming from the inside to the outside. And we got the Four of Swords, healing, as an overall outcome, or what the universe is hoping going to come from this. And we've got Justice again, okay, as an overall energy from this. And so basically, yeah, someone somewhere is getting justice in a situation. Okay, while I'm shuffling these ones to get the energies for the clarifiers, I would just like to remind you all that I am running a giveaway this month. The giveaway is a wax melt burner. Here it is. I will just quickly show it to you. It's a wooden block. It's got a lovely spoon, which is bent over the little hole where the candle goes. You put your wax melt or your essential oils or your sage if you're doing a cleansing ritual in the top there. It has also got a rune inscribed in it. I don't know if you can see that in this light, and I can't quite see the image very well on my camera. It also has the same rune inscribed in the front. Okay. If you would like to know more about that or be in a chance of winning it, just leave a comment in the comment section. That's all you have to do to enter the competition or the giveaway. Just leave a comment. Doesn't matter what the comment is. It doesn't matter how many comments you leave. The more comments you leave, the more chances of winning you will get. Why have I got a big shadow somewhere? That'd be that white smoke burner. Let's just put that down. Okay. And let's crack on with the read. So we have got the Four of Pentacles, we got Justice, we got the King of Cups, and we have got the Chariot. Okay. Yeah, this is Libra's read, isn't it? Okay. For a moment, if I didn't say it at the beginning, hello Libras. The Four of Pentacles is an energy of, I'm getting saving off this one, is hoarding. You're holding on to things, and a lot of them, they're attached to memories, I feel. Okay, so it's like sentimental things you're holding on to, old ticket stubs from the movies, or the first time you went on a train journey and you got the ticket from that, things like that, things what are like firsts in your life. And they're like, and I also feel that this is tied in with this air sign. You've kept a lot of things from when you first met this air sign. This air sign has been in your life quite a long time, but I feel there has been a separation between you and them for quite a long time as well. But that separation is coming to an end, or I'll rephrase that. The energies are suggesting that separation is coming to an end. I feel that there is a push from either your side or their side to bring this back together with the Judgment card there. The reason I say the energies are, and maybe they're not, is because we've got the King of Cups out as well. There's a reluctance to follow this push. I did harp on a little bit about people's free will down here as well. That is what's coming into play with that King of Cups. The King of Cups is normally indecisive. He has a big cup of love, but he wants to keep it for himself as well as give it to someone else. It's like having your cake and eating it. But this King of Cups is a reluctance. I feel the pull, I feel the draw, I'm fighting against it. It's like someone who has been in their trade for 30, 40, maybe 20 years. They're what would be classed as at least a master craftsman in their trade, or journeyman, maybe, if you want to call it that. But they don't accept that themselves. They are sort of saying, well, no, there's some people out there who are better than me, and I'm worse than others, and I'm better than some, worse than others, and things like that. They're kind of modest and kind of not wanting to admit how good they actually are. But they're like that. That is them. Okay. And so that could be your energy. You could be like that. It could be their energy, the air sign's energy. You know your situation better than I do in this particular case. I'm just pulling on the energy coming off that card, telling you what I'm feeling. You're the one who has to put it into your life and how it works best with you or them. It could very possibly be someone else, but I'm feeling it's you or them. With the Chariot at the end, that's the major arcana again coming into play. That's the universe, and the universe is saying, I'm having a win out of this connection. Okay, that's the first thing I feel with that. It is going to propel into forward movement quite rapidly if they don't get in the way of this with their own free will, either you or them. It will start charging forward at a rapid rate of knots. Crossing it, this Ace of Pentacles, which is a slow build-up of a start. You may not actually realise you've had the start until you're well into the journey of it. It'll be like you get to a point and you will sort of think, where did this journey begin? And you have to look back and you will have to pick back through the details to find that, oh, it was at that point there where I saw a seagull, which reminded me of a seagull I saw. And I'm getting the firsts again, the first time we met. Okay, something like that. And the seagull may be important to you. It may not. It may be just a random bird I've just plucked out of the air. Quite literally, it's a bird. Sorry, excuse the pun. The Ace of Swords crossing this is a truth. This is kind of saying where this new beginning started. This new beginning could have started a while ago, actually. And it was a realization. Someone woke up to how they actually feel, okay? What they have in life might not be what they really want. And that sort of thing is like a midlife crisis, almost, type energy I'm getting off that Ace of Swords. Underneath that Ace of Swords, yeah, was the truth. The truth is that they lost something. Okay, you or them lost something, and then you're feeling that loss, and you're suffering that loss. But then you realise that you've still got 2 cups still standing, and 3 of those are like poured out. 2 of them are still standing, and that was the truth. The realisation that, well, there is still something there. I've still got 2 cups. I might have lost 3, but I've still got 2. Okay, that's how the 2 cups work. This deck of cards is absolutely pants for showing you that, but other decks show it in quite nice ways. Okay, 4 wands in reverse. 7 of Swords, that's another card what's been coming out a lot recently. The 10 of Swords and the Page of Wands. How's this one going to work? Definitely connects. I just looked at the bottom card. Right, okay. So, the sun, the happiness, the joy, the feeling secure within one's own self. But then we've got the 4 of Wands, which is kind of saying, no, that's not it, Simon. All that stuff you spouted about, the sun there, is not it. It is it on the 3D. They're showing that they're happy and they feel secure and everything. But in the 5D, they're not. Okay? In the 5D, they've woken up to something missing. They're the ones who had that Ace of Swords, the realization of, I've still got 2 cups standing. Okay? The truth of, there is still something between them and you. But the 4 of Wands is also a card of new starts. It's the minor arcana of the world. In reverse, it's stalled. It's not starting. There's something not starting about it. Okay, and that could be why the Ace of Pentacles is the main energy for the connection. It started. They're just not admitting it. Okay, and in the 5D, they're not wanting it to start yet. They're not ready for it to start yet. The Sun is also a card of truths being revealed. Yeah, you've heard the sayings, let's have a look at this in the cold light of the sun. Yeah, well, the sun's light is not cold, it's warm. It's what keeps the planet at the temperature it is, among other things. What it means is that let's look at it at the cold light of day. Yeah, let's see the truth for what it is. You can't hide from the sun. The sun creates shadows, but you can't hide in those shadows. The truth always comes out in the end, and that's what this 7 of Swords is about. It is about the truth coming out. They have been or are currently being deceptive. I believe it's deceptive to themselves, to this connection. In their soul, they're feeling the connection. They're wanting to come towards you, but their ego is not allowing them. They're being deceptive. It don't exist. It's a big load of bollocks. It was what it was. It's never going to be anything again. It's kind of what I'm feeling with this. And it's right underneath that judgment, the whole coming back thing. The 10 of Pentacles is, no, the 10 of Swords is, actually, I called it the 10 of Pentacles. Let's just explain that. The 10 of Pentacles is like the happy ever after card. It's having the life you want to live and things. And pretty much every time I've drawn a 10 of Pentacles in other reads over this last week, maybe fortnight, I've been feeling it's an illusion. It's the life they thought they wanted, or they realised that the life they have isn't the 10 of Pentacles. And that's where this 10 of Swords is coming in. I called it the 10 of Pentacles by mistake. It's the life they've got. It's what they thought was the happy ever after. It's coming to an end. There's something about it which just stinks for them. Okay? And this is why they are reluctant. They're in their connection. They may have financially invested into this. There might be children involved in this now. And there's a lot of reluctance to actually leave it. They're not going to have much choice in the matter. It's going to end one way or another with that 10 of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords always leads, well, the 10 of any suit in the tarot deck always leads to a new beginning. Oh, bang, there we go. And the Ace of Swords, which is crossing it, which is actually the direct new beginning of that 10 of Swords. The Page of Wands is all about childlike innocence, grabbing hold of every opportunity what comes their way and running with it and worrying about the consequences later. What I am getting off this Page of Swords, this Page of Wands, though, is stubbornness. Okay, the stubbornness that a child can have, the refusal to do something, the throwing themselves down on the floor, having a temper tantrum because it is not going their way. That's the kind of energy they feel about this whole connection. They feel the draw towards you on a 5D level. They're reluctant to leave what they've got. It could be an indication that this is why they're reluctant to leave what they've got, because there's children involved. And I wouldn't normally just pluck children out of the air like the seagull I plucked out earlier, because I don't like getting children involved in things. I've gone through a divorce. My children were involved in it, and yeah, I'm not going to publicly say what happened. Okay, there's nothing bad, but I'll rephrase this. I'll rephrase this and try to make it less incriminating on anyone. Yeah, sometimes in divorces and split ups, the children are used as weapons. Okay, and that's why I don't like involving children in my reads. Okay, but it could be the fact that there are children in their connection which they are reluctant to leave or put through any sort of anguish to come towards you. Okay, but the Ten of Swords is indicating that someone's going to do it anyway. Okay, perhaps their other half. I did say that could be a third energy. Okay, crossing this was the Lovers, and this is how I know this is definitely connected to you, even though we've got the Sun saying all this happiness and joy, but then the Four of Wands, not. The Lovers card, that's the card you had out for the All Signs. This is the whole thing about the read. They are feeling this for you. They felt it in the past. They never really got over it. What they learned to do was bury those feelings. And the second try is coming up. The universe is now pushing and pushing and pushing. And it's like, yes, go, go, go. And they are saying, no, no, no. Okay. Underneath that is a Six of Swords as well, which will be, if they accept their feelings and move towards this, everything will become calmer around them. Okay. The Four of Swords is next. The Four of Swords is a card of healing, a card of respite, a card of taking a break. It's also a card of actually doing nothing, because that's what all those things entail, basically. When you are poorly and you are trying to get yourself well, you tend to take time off work, you don't go out socializing, you sit at home wrapped up in a blanket, and you just try to make yourself better, but you don't do anything. You're reserving all your energies. Okay, and so the outcome may look like nothing is happening, and we got a Four of Cups in there as well, which is also a card of not doing much, but there will be communication. Okay, it will be communication. It's going to be to the point. It's going to be coming in fast. We know how fast all this is going to we know how fast all this is going to come because of the Chariot. There's a lot of energy propelling it. The Ace of Pentacles, I will quite often explain the Ace of Pentacles as a snowball on the top of a hill. You make a snowball, you roll it down a snowy hill, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as it's rolling down. Yeah, until it gets to the bottom of the hill and it's massive and not much gets in the way of it. If you stand under it, it's just going to roll you over. That's the Chariot. That's the power of this Ace of Pentacles running through. As I said, this Ace of Pentacles started a while ago. It's already rolling down that hill. It's getting bigger. It's getting more power. By the time it reaches the bottom of the hill, it's going to be a Chariot. It's going to be ploughing through absolutely everything in its way. I will quite often say about the Chariot, it's one of the most powerful cards when it comes to momentum. Yeah. And I personally believe nothing can actually stop the Chariot once it's on full speed. There are certain energies within the tarot world which can direct it, change it, but not actually stop it. For instance, the world. The world is the most powerful card in the tarot deck. The world can stop the Chariot, but it stops it in a roundabout sort of way. It will make it go round and round and round in circles until it just runs out of speed. The Wheel of Fortune tends just to turn it and direct it off into a different direction. Okay, gets it out of your way, but it's now ploughing through someone else's way. There are a couple of other cards which can influence the Chariot in how it works, but it is a powerful energy. Okay, and I don't think enough tarot readers actually quite express how powerful a Chariot can actually be. Let's get on with this outcome though. This outcome, there will be communication. It is coming in fast, like a speeding freight train. Not much is going to get in its way, so you may try to avoid it, they may try to avoid it, but it's going to happen one way or another, even if it ends up being hearsay through friends about situations which make things go into action. The Eight of Pentacles is work. You may need to work on yourself a little bit once you hear this, okay? Once this Knight of Swords has come charging in on a Chariot, telling you how it is, you may have to work on yourself. Perhaps you're not quite in a place where you are ready to accept this news. The Four of Cups is an energy of want. I'm getting off this particular one. It's kind of an energy of disappointment. It's a dreaming energy. Some cards will show this as someone like sitting up against a tree in a daydreamy sort of way, but there's lots of stuff in front of them. That's where the disappointment is. They've got a lot of stuff in front of them, but they're still dreaming. They want more. And that's the want I'm feeling from this. There is everything. You feel that you have everything, but there is a want for more. It's like you've eaten a meal. You know you should be full, but you still want more. Okay, the meal was satisfying, but not satisfying enough to stop you from wanting to try the rack of ribs as well, or go on for a big dessert or something. You know you shouldn't be having it. You know you're full up, but I want more anyway, and that is what this card is talking about. I've got to work on myself because I want more. Okay, I'm not satisfied with where I am, so I have to work a little bit more. I want more. What all this want is about is actually changing that Page of Wands, this stubbornness, into some sort of love. If this water sign, earth sign, oh Jesus, I'll get it right in a minute, air sign, could convert their stubbornness into love, then it's going to be an amazing love. The Page of Pentacles is a new love, and it's a new love coming in. It's a message of a new love coming in. And it might be an old person who's coming in with this message of new love, but it's a new love they're offering you. Perhaps in the past, when you were with them the first time round, when you saw that seagull on the beach, and that seagull's got to mean something to someone. It keeps literally flying into my head. Okay. Yeah, so when you first met them, it was a different type of love. Perhaps you looked up to them as like a parent type figure, but now time has moved on and you've matured and they've obviously kept maturing. You're now looking at them as more of a partner in some description, not a guidance type figure. Crossing this is confliction, or being tested. You could be just being tested from this, because the Five of Wands leads to the Six of Wands, which is being recognized for one's hard work and effort put into something. So that is the training, so to speak. You're being tested, you're being trained for something. this is going to be testing for you. It's going to cause a bit of conflict. You're going to want to do one thing or the other. It could be they're in conflict about it with their reluctantness to do anything. But what is it all in? It is in love. It is in with the Sun, the Empress, and the Knight of Wands. Well, you might all worry, especially if you are regular tarot reading or tarot watchers, that the Knight of Wands is the player energy card. But it's not always. It's a card of rushing in and getting what you want. Okay? And so we're being conflicted over love, over happiness, joy, the security. And in this particular one, you see that they're happy in the card. There's a wall which says they're secure from the outside world. You could almost argue the fact that they're sitting in Eden. Okay, the sun's beaming down on them. I will just point out the sun has a dark side to it, but we will cover that in different videos. I have covered it in different videos. But the sun is the provider of life, but it can quite easily snub it out as well. And the Empress, everything possible, everything fruitful, new life beginning. It could be an indication that this could lead to a pregnancy, but it could also just be a new idea forming in your head. And all this is something you are going to charge in passionately about. Okay, you're not like that Page of Wands. You're not really going to worry about the consequences. You will have your get out if it starts going wrong, but initially it's I want it, I'm going for it. It could be when they swing round in their energies, it could be what you feel now. Okay, but that is your read, my Librans. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, as I said at the beginning, and if you are still here, definitely share this out, because you're probably being used as a divine messenger. Not every read you watch can resonate with you. That would just be like against all odds. And I don't follow any sort of cycle, so next week's one might resonate with you if this one didn't, so subscribe. Talking about subscriptions, thank you very much for anyone who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate that. And thank you if you are about to subscribe to my channel of this video. I appreciate that as well. Thank you for every thumbs up you have given me in the past. All those thumbs up and the subscriptions help the algorithm say, oh, people like this channel. I will start promoting it to other people who like this type of thing. How does the algorithm know what type of thing people like? Well, that's where you give things thumbs up or leave comments on videos. The algorithm sees from a viewer's point of view that you like this type of video, so it will then throw you new videos from various different people when they start up their new channels, or when they have something the algorithm thinks you might be interested in. Perhaps you only ever click on or like Libran videos, so it will start shoving you Libran videos. Anything what has Libra in the title, within the wording anywhere, hashtagged, and it'll go, oh, Libran, yes, I know, that viewer likes Libran, I will give them that. Okay, it's how the algorithm works. It is a mystery to most, including myself. I am still learning about the algorithms on YouTube. But yeah, so comment as well, because commenting is just like giving a thumbs up to a video, but you can do it more. Okay, so if you really like the video, drop in lots of comments. And in this particular case, every time you drop in a comment on this video, you'll be being put into the prize draw. Okay, so fantastic. Hope you enjoyed this. Catch you all soon.